Hey everybody, this is Perry Kundert. I want to help you set up a secure cryptocurrency wallet so that you can safely save and access any of your cryptocurrencies when you want to using a hardware wallet like a Trezor or a Ledger. But to do that, you need to create a seed for this wallet that you can recover and back up and secure properly. That's they call it a BIP-39 mnemonic, those 12 or 24 words that you've got to write down securely so that you can recover your cryptocurrency wallets. There's many ways to do this. Most of them, unfortunately, are very insecure. And even if you do successfully save that 12 or 24 word BIP-39 phrase, if anybody ever sees it over the next 20, 30, 50 years between now and when your heirs need to recover these wallets, all of your cryptocurrency is gone. So it's a very fragile and risky proposition that you're about to undertake. And there is a protocol called SLIP-39, which allows you to, instead of saving those 12 or 24 words, it lets you cryptographically break them up and distribute them securely to friends and family and to a few secure places, so that if you lose any of those places, you can still recover that cryptocurrency seed and create a new hardware wallet and get all your accounts back. So anyways, I'll explain it as we go, but there's many people that these days want to do this, but it's just extremely complex and difficult. So I'm going to go through the process of setting up one of these wallets, and we'll back up. I'll show you how to back up an existing BIP-39 12 or 24 word mnemonic phrase, because that's probably what most of you will want to do. And in a future video, I'll go over how you can just create a new one from scratch instead of having to back one up. So let's start by opening up a browser and installing the application. This works on either Mac or Windows. So go to slip39.com/app. This is my website, and this is where I host a lot of details and background on cryptocurrency and whatnot in general. But just scroll down here and you'll see that there's a link that you can go to download an installer for either Windows or Mac. And so we end up at GitHub here. This is all the source for this is open source. You can actually download the source code and look at it all. It's a little bit complex, but it's not impossible to understand. But if you've got a Mac, you can download the PKG file here. If you want to download it for Windows, right now just go to the previous release. I haven't regenerated the Windows application, the Windows version of it, but it's here. There's an MSI installer for Windows if you want to, but let's install it for a Mac. So we download the PKG. I'm going to go right through the whole process. So we'll just download it here and save it in our downloads. And when it's downloaded, open it up. So an installer like this is going to show up. It's a standard Mac installer, so I'll just quickly go through it. Install and install software. Close. Okay, so let's, I always use Command Space. So let's open up the SLIP-39 app out of our applications directory where it got installed. Takes a few seconds to open up. It's Python. It's not super fast, but it's definitely fast enough. All right, takes a few seconds to open here. My Mac isn't the fastest. So here it is. I apologize for the look of it. It's definitely not pretty. It's a little bit confusing because I wanted to expose all of the plumbing to you. In future videos, I'll go through how this works and how it actually does this. If you click the Pro button here, it shows all of the internal steps that the software is using to do this. But for normal uses where you already have a BIP-39 phrase, here we have a really bad 12-word BIP-39 seed mnemonic. This is actually a legitimate mnemonic. 11 zoos and wrong. Now, obviously you shouldn't use this. This is the actual hexadecimal seed. It's all ones in hex, which is all Fs. But it's a good example to use. So you would type in your BIP-39 mnemonic seed if you've already, your mnemonic phrase here, if you've already got one. And then pretty well all you have to do is hit save or print if you're on a Mac. You can print it directly. And just to cut to the chase, I won't tell you why. I'll explain in a few minutes here why. But once you enter your mnemonic phrase up here, assuming it's not secured by a passphrase, just leave that empty. And assuming that all of these settings are good, you can just hit save. And it's going to come up with a place to save a PDF that has a bunch of cards. I'll show you what they are in a second, but let me just cover something here. First of all, you'll want to do this several times using, not your real BIP-39 mnemonic phrase. Use a fake one like this, the built-in one here, or a different one that you know. You can find BIP-39 phrases all over the web that people have used for examples. Try it several times until this process is very, very fluid, and then your confidence has increased, and then do it for real with your real BIP-39 phrase. But here's a key thing. You never ever want to do this on a network connected computer, and you never ever want to save it anywhere on your computer, because contrary to popular belief, it is almost impossible to actually delete something once it's on your hard drive. You might think, well, I dragged it to the trash and I cleaned out my trash, so it's gone. Believe me, I've been in this field for 40 years. If I got your computer within 15 minutes, I could recover thousands of deleted files, including the one you just thought you deleted, trivially. And any virus on your computer can do exactly the same thing. So what I recommend is to actually just get a cheap USB drive, stick it into your computer, save it to the USB drive. If you don't want to print it directly, print it on a cheap printer without like drives and anything like that in it, and then literally take that USB drive and throw it into your fireplace, or take a hammer and smash it to smithereens. There, you have now reliably deleted that file in a way nobody can recover it. And that might sound like a joke, but I'm literally not kidding you. If you have a fireplace, throw it into the fireplace, or if you don't have a fireplace, literally what you have to do is smash it to pieces with a hammer and then throw the pieces in the garbage. There's very few other ways that you can reliably get rid of this information. But now that we've covered that, let's save this. This is just an example, so I'm literally going to save it to my desktop, because then it'll show up here. So we're going to save this file to the desktop. Okay, so what we've done here, just to summarize, we've taken our BIP-39 phrase, which has this secret seed. We've selected some groups of SLIP-39 groups. These are the groups of people and places that you want to save pieces of your wallet recovery seed. And those pieces are cryptographically split into a whole bunch of mnemonic phrases. To recover your seed, you have to collect a certain number out of a certain number of pieces of these SLIP-39 cards. For example, the ones you distribute among your family, we've specified here that I want to have to collect up 2 out of the 4 cards. That means if you give 4 cards out to family, like say your grandparents or trusted uncles or something like that, in order to get your phrase back, you have to collect 2 of those 4 cards. And same thing among your friends. You have to collect up 3 of those 6 cards. Now, to keep it simpler, we have specified a first and second group where you only have to collect up 1 of those 1 cards, 1 of the second card. And of all of those groups, so these are the groups, to recover, your recovery needs 2 of the 4 mnemonic card groups. So to recover your cryptocurrency seed, you have to go to your first place and collect 1 of those 1 cards, and your second place and collect 1 of the cards in this 1 card group. That means that you've now collected 2 groups, which is what we said. You have to collect 2 of the 4 groups, and with those 2 cards, you can now recover your BIP-39 phrase. You can recover the seed, and then that seed is literally the BIP-39 phrase. So with the cards, we can recover the seed, and with that seed, we can just print it out as a BIP-39 phrase, and now you can enter this phrase into your hardware wallet. So if you've got, like I do, if you've got a Trezor, like this one, a Trezor Model T or a Trezor Model 1, you can get these with the link on the slip39.com/app page. You just enter your BIP-39 phrase into that wallet, and you've got all your accounts back. So let's take a look at what it looks like. Let me see if I can find, why is this not showing up on my desktop? It's showing up on my second desktop here, that's why. Let me just get it for you. Okay, so, sorry, I've got to pull it over. Sorry for the delay, I'll have it in a second. Here it is. So if you're like me and you don't have two desktops, then this would show up as an icon on your desktop. You open it, you'd see something like this. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Okay, so when I printed this out, I'm going to end up with some pages. First of all, is just a summary page. It shows you how to, how to recover this thing, and it has, if you remember, your 12-word BIP-39 seed phrase here. So this is the phrase that you have to enter into your wallet. If you'll notice here, we have a little cut here. Once you are used to this process and you've tried this recovery several times using both my software, you can do it online using a separate process. Once you've confirmed to yourself that you can always get this phrase back, you would actually just cut or rip this off and destroy it. You no longer need to save this BIP-39 phrase. The reason you don't want to save a BIP-39 phrase anywhere is because at any time over the next 50 years between now and when your children or your heirs need to recover your cryptocurrency wallet, if this phrase is revealed to somebody just one time, all of your cryptocurrency is gone, just like that. Or if you lose this phrase, if the safe that you've stored it is burnt down or is lost in a fire or in a flood or something like that, or if it's destroyed in a tornado, or the safe is stolen or whatever, all of your cryptocurrency is gone. It's gone. You can see it, but you can never access it. Your heirs will never be able to access it. But these cards here, when you cut them out and you distribute them, like here, the ones that have FAM on them, you cut these 4 cards out and you can laminate them so that they aren't as easily destroyed or whatever. You distribute these 4 cards to your family. You distribute these 6 cards to your friends. You save these 2 cards in 2 separate secure places. Then, if you lose, for example, let's say your house burns down or your business burns down, you can then use the remaining first or second card and a couple of your family cards and recover the funds. Let's say that both your home and your business are vandalized or burned down, or you pass away and your family loses access to these 2 because they don't know where they're hidden, or they don't have access to those safes or something like that. At your funeral, your family and your friends are probably going to show up and will tell your heirs, hey, you know what? Bob, before he died, or Perry, before he died, he gave us these weird cards. We don't know what to do with them. Believe me, you'll know what to do with them. You just look it up online, what SLIP-39 is, and you will be able to recover those cryptocurrency accounts. Now, you might be worried, well, what if my family really doesn't like me? Well, if your family decides, you know what, Perry's a butthead, we're going to collude against him, we're going to rip off all of his cryptocurrency, all your family could get together and put all their cards together, and guess what? Even though now 2 or 3 or 4 of your family have colluded against you, your family cannot recover your mnemonic phrase. They can't recover your cryptocurrency seed. Your family would have to also convince at least 3 of your friends. First of all, they would have to know which friends you gave this to, and they would have to convince at least 3 of your friends to also collude against you to come up with enough groups enough complete groups in order to recover your cryptocurrency seed. So you'd have to really piss off all of your family and all of your friends, or have a really bad family and really bad friends, in order for them to successfully collude against you and rip off your cryptocurrency. Or all your family would have to also break into your home and business and loot your safe and get your, or wherever you save these, secure these first and second cards, in order to come up with enough of your cards in order to collude against you and recover your seed. But anyways, that's a brief outline of how this all works. I'm going to go into more detail on a future video. You can follow me on Twitter, PJ Kundert, and I will be giving you more information about the theory behind this and how it works in future videos. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.